Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're talking about tax yet again. And again, I'm kind of just posing hypotheticals at this point because there's a lot of nonsense floating around the ether. Frankly, it's detritus floating around the ether of the internet at the moment. A lot of it has been created by the spewing nonsense of a bunch of interloping illegal tax stamp pimps that are out here in Thailand, and they've stirred up a lot of nonsense and they've caused a great deal of consternation, especially in the expat community, when I don't think it's warranted at all. Frankly, I find it appalling. I wonder what the US government is doing about this because, quite frankly, you know, there's an agent of the IRS that's actively flouting Thai law. Thai's an ally of America, and we're allowing agents of the IRS to come over here and just openly violate our allies' laws and espouse to them how their tax system should work. That said, setting that aside, again, I'm coming back to the notion of this 180 days and how, again, one-size-fits-all cookie-cutter analysis is not very useful to much of anybody. Here's an example of somebody that could be not in Thailand 180 days and might have Thai tax liability. What if a guy has been over here a couple of months, he buys a lottery ticket off the beach, some vendor is down there selling lottery tickets, and he happens to win the jackpot? There's an example of a guy that wasn't here 180 days and might have some tax liability back to Thailand. In fact, probably does. I'd say it's a foregone conclusion. Like with any prize of that nature, they're going to get their cut the minute you take the money, and you're probably just going to take whatever's left over. Okay, so the thing to take away from these videos, and I don't know, there's somebody out there that may say, well, under these circumstances, something may be tax exempt, blah, blah, blah. Look, all I'm trying to point out is you could be in Thailand for less than 180 days and end up in a situation where some windfall hits you that you could owe some tax. The point is you can't do one-size-fits-all analysis. And anybody out there using cookie-cutter analysis that's saying, oh, if this, then this, like this, you really need to look at that person askance because you have to question their motives. That is not how you analyze cases when it comes to any kind of legal situation, whether it be tax liability, immigration, whatever, you know, property, corporate law. You have to look at the facts in the case, and that's the point that I've been trying to make down the line with this is very disingenuous. In fact, disingenuous is a very mild, polite word. This is a form of fraud, in my opinion, especially by the interloping tax stamp pimps out there who are clearly operating illegally. And I'm mad at the embassy at this point, why they're allowing that, especially where you have somebody who's a clear agent of the IRS. They're clearly out of line doing that. You know, so that being said, thing to take away from this video is, again, cookie cutter analysis is useful to precisely no one. You need to have somebody analyze your situation based on the specific facts in the underlying case and then make findings of fact and conclusions of law based upon those facts.